We were here 2 weeks ago talking, it feels like first official day of practice. Now we're out here scrimmaging. You got in front of the fans a little bit today. What was it like to be back out here, and how have you seen that progress from day one to today?
Yeah, certainly, the way it kind of works, the runway, we did a lot this summer to put in foundations. We put a few things in since September 25th. We try to take it, a little bit slower just because we have 8 newcomers. We have 8 new scholarship players. So you don't want to come out and skip steps or go too fast. We got a lot to cover between now and November 6th. We got a lot of areas, a lot of things we haven't even touched on. Situationally, zone, offense, defense, all kinds of stuff that, we have no idea what we're doing yet. But the foundation, how we want to plays in, and, with the off season being as long as it is, or the preseason really being as long as it is, it's important to give guys, benchmarks. So today, opportunity to play in front of, with the lights on, with Missouri Valley officials, with a crowd here, is a benchmark, right? It's kind of, we haven't done that before, so it's a good experience. We'll have our, secret, not so secret scrimmage this Saturday, one of them, October 14th. Then we'll come back and do this again, the Holman Center, on the 21st, and then we'll have our second, secret, not so secret scrimmage the 28th. And so those are really 4 benchmarks here left in the preseason. We're going to be able to kind of, both internally and then again against outside competition, gauge some things, look at some things. This will be a great teaching film for tomorrow with some things we did really well and then some areas where, man, we weren't very good at all against certain, struggled against certain things. So we'll go back and look at those and get better tomorrow and back to practice, back to work. But this is a nice deal, and hopefully it was good for the fans too to kind of get a sneak peek at our guys and the team and what it looks like, because I know a lot of excitement about the upcoming season.
Let's talk about the importance of having the officials at practice. What does that do? How does that cause your team to adjust or get ready for the upcoming season? Because it's different when a coach is calling a foul versus an actual official.
Yeah, not that Rob Graves and Tone and Fur are not good officials. They're horrendous, by the way. Don't tell them that between you and I. But they're horrendous. But it's good because, I want to make sure, you always want to see, how much what you're doing is a foul. Obviously, coaches are terrible officials. We miss stuff during practice. Guys are looking at different stuff. So I thought it was a little bit cleaner, less illegal screens. Actually, from what I thought it was going to be, it was actually way less fouls than probably what I had envisioned when I thought, because I do think, there's times in practice where stuff's allowed that probably wouldn't be, legal in a game. So, but it was less than what I thought. And I think our guys did a better job with the officials here of cleaning it up and not being, taking chances or gambles or trying to do things they know they can't get by with Missouri Valley officials out there. But it's good all the way around. I mean, I think, lights on, officials, the opportunity to compete, some fans in here, all those things are nice and give you a chance, like I said, just a different atmosphere from your day-to-day practices. And we create those 4 benchmarks going into the year, and it again doesn't, it's just another piece of data for us, but it's a little bit different. Today was a little bit different than the typical practice. Now tomorrow we'll be back to regular grind, but then, the first outside competition right around the corner, and then we'll come back and do this again, but it'll be in the Holman Center, and another chance kind of see where the progress has been made, and then that last, scrimmage, and then, then the lights come on for real, November 6th. So, I think it was good. Appreciate the officials doing that, and I think it was good for our guys because, again, really made us more conscientious of playing without fouling, which is a big key to being a good defensive team.
Day like today, not a typical practice. As a coach, what do you get from seeing your team get out there and play 5-on-5, go full court with the officials? How does that help you? Or what do you look at, what do you see from a practice like today that helps you get ready for the season?
Well, I think it's you have a ton of data, going back to June. I mean, we've got data from every practice, every, statistical analytic you can have, we can go back and pull, but in this, the way it's done today in this environment, atmosphere, it's different, right? You're playing, with officials, you're playing with some fans. It's not what a real game would be, but you see how guys perform in a different environment, and you try to take them out of their comfort zone, the day-to-day practice, and put them in, okay, now we got to play here. And we mixed up teams a little bit. We played the first half a certain way, then we came back and changed a few guys out in the second half. and you get to look at different lineup combinations, get to look at some variations. You have a longer window of competition. A lot of times in practice there's drills and you compete, but you're not competing obviously for 40 minutes like a game like this. It's going to be a great teaching tape tomorrow. We'll come in and we'll have basically on the court a half-court day, but we'll go back and this teaching tape will probably be the biggest thing for tomorrow. And then looking at where we got to get better at. And then again, there's a lot of things at this stage, we haven't even touched yet. Like there were some situations late game. We don't have any, 2-for-1 hurry up offense stuff in. We don't have, a side of the bounds to get a basket and out of bounds under, any kind of specials. We have basic stuff in, and now we got to start building that repertoire, that menu between now and November 6th. So we can start that, but also look at today and see, okay, we're doing these things pretty well. We got to continue to build those, and hey, we're not doing these well at all. We need to get better in these areas, and that'll drive a lot of our practice here the next week, before we get ready to play outside competition for the first time on Saturday.